Okay then YouTubers, it's Friday, so it's time for physics fun. It's 5th of May, day before the coronation of our new king. What have I got here then? Well, it looks simple, doesn't it? I've got two little Pyrex conical flasks with some water. The red one is hot, the blue one is cold. You say, well, how do I know that? Well, look, you can see there's the hot one, there's the cold one. So what am I going to do then? Well, I'm going to add them into my tank of cold water, and then we're going to see what happens on my thermal camera. So let's have a go then. So here's the hot one. So let's add him in very, very gently. And we said that's warm. Oh, and what's happening? Oh, well, we can see, look at that. The convection current is making that hot water rise pretty quickly. Let's get the cold one in. This is a cold one. Cold one goes in. We're going to do exactly the same idea. There it is. In goes the cold one. And what's happening? Well, there's a definite difference there, isn't there? So you can see it if we look for real. So the hot one has created that convection current due to the different densities of the water. And if we put our thermal camera in, my imaging camera, and we look at the difference in the temperatures, there's definitely other things going on. And actually it's kind of tricky because I put them really close on, so we're getting a bit of bleed, aren't we? So you can see the heat kind of comes up and comes over a bit. Let's move this slightly further over. Get my hand in. Let's get it right over the far side there. Take my hand out of the way. So there you can see the red, the dye that I've put in the food colouring spreading right out, but the cold blue one is doing not a lot. So what's happening, you can see thermal camera. Let's go out a little bit. There we are. Let's just get rid of that hot patch, just kind of ruining it. That looks pretty cool, doesn't it? So we can definitely see there's a difference. So on the right hand side, there's really no hot water, whereas you can see kind of here, it's going up and over. There's actually a definite circular convection current. So there you go. So convection using thermal infrared camera. And if you haven't got the expensive camera, you can just actually see it go. So it's like a little chimney producing that amazing, look at that go. So the dye in the water, I mean, that's pretty quite cool. Looks like it's almost smoke, isn't it? But that's actually the cold water and the hot water are mixing together, and the hot water with the dye is sitting on the top of the tank. Whereas here, there's no blue there at all, is there? It's just literally sat there in the conical flask, whereas this little guy is slowly diluting. I mean, you could watch that for ages, couldn't you? How cool is that? So, bit of a Friday physics fun.